Can you hear me now? Okay. Great, Lori. Great, Ayana. Okay. My bad, y'all. It said that I was connected. I don't know what happened, but how is everyone doing on this evening? Sorry. I'm a little nasally here. I'm fighting whatever this is that is trying to fight me. Okay. All right. Let's get into the read. Let's see what messages come out for you in the spread. How's everybody doing this evening? Um, Honestly, the energy feels a lot lighter today. Um, at least for me, I do feel so. Like I mentioned, if you guys have been paying attention, we are now November 1st. It's the first of the month. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Um, First of the month, new beginnings. Just a few days shy of the super moon here. I believe it's the Beaver super moon. It's going to be the brightest of the year. So things are about to start lining up for the most part. Okay. As we get on into Scorpio season, first we had our toe in the pool. And okay, and now we're gonna put the legs in, all right, up to our knees. All right, and just wade around a little bit, okay, and things will start to just flow um from there, or at least in certain areas of your life, okay. All right, let's get into it. I did not look up the actual planetary placements today, but let's take a look, shall we? And also, you guys, I am running a special right now. All candles and natural soaps and oils are on sale, 25% off. I think I'm going to go because I know a lot of you guys celebrate for the holidays and you like the candles and oils for such. So I think I'm going to do 33% off, at least 33% off. I'm going to go on the website and edit it after this reading to bump it up. So as of right now, all candles, soaps, and oils, okay, are on sale. And if you'd like to connect with me, you can go to the website per usual, ariestheemperor.com, to book personal readings. Okay. I feel like I sound so ugly, y'all. I'm sorry. All right, but let's see if we can pull up the placements and then we're going to get into a good read on this good Saturday. I feel fine. I honestly feel fine, but it's something else that would like for me to believe that I'm not fine. Okay. As some of you guys may be dealing with at this time. I mean, Scorpio is still Sun in Scorpio, Moon in Pisces energy. Like, let's talk about it for a second, right? When you have Pisces sometimes running through your mind, and it just depends on what side of the spectrum, high vibe or low vibe. You know what I mean here? Pisces energy, especially mixed with Scorpio and Sun, that's like could be crash out energy. You know what I mean? That could be something you're fantasizing about doing to somebody secretly and nobody knowing that you did it. Or, you know what I mean? Type energy is what this is. This is people thinking outlandish things and feeling like with Scorpio energy, they have the power to get away with it. If you catch my drift, like that's how dangerous this shit can get. It just so I'm just like be aware, regardless of what you got going on, because you never know who will try it. You know what I'm saying? Just know they will try it. And that's what that Pisces energy is. It's your wildest dreams, literally. And some that may take you up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Some stuff you just don't have no business doing. And that's where that Pisces and that Scorpio energy could come into. You could be feeling really occultic right now, really connected spiritually wise. Some of you guys may be connected to the dead, talk, see, have dreams, that sort of thing is open right now as well. There's a spiritual note coming in of kind of with a religious type of aftertaste to it, with Sagittarius energy being right around the corner. So it's energy of if you feel chosen for something, you know what I'm saying, and you're already doing it, you're already falling in alignment with it, then collective, this just may be it for you. All right, but we finna find out how people really view you. Okay, when it boils down to it, How do they view you? Okay. Ah, November 1st. Let's jump into it. We'll pull a few holiday cards out. A few holiday tarot cards. All right. Thank you, Lori. The candles are beautiful. They smell even more amazing. I'm working to even heighten the scents, to make them, fill up the room just a little bit more. And the new candle, I'm working on perfecting it as well. So I'm super excited. And I'm gonna put that on special as well when I debut it for you guys. But let's jump into it. When it's cold outside, who are you holding? I don't know why I think about Teddy Pendergrass during the holidays. If you think you're lonely now, wait until tonight. All right, let's get into it, y'all. No, you're not late, official, royal. You're right on time. Hit that like button as y'all come in. Welcome, welcome on this beautiful Saturday. Is that Bobby Womack? Him and Teddy Pendergrass. I don't care who it is. I listen to both. What Teddy was in, was it Melvin and the Blue Notes or something like that? And then he went solo. Teddy's an Aries. All right, messages for Aries spirit. How do people view Aries spirit? What does Aries need to know? How is Aries being viewed this first of the month, going into November spirit? Right. Okay, so I feel like people are viewing you as someone who, you know, I've said this before, but this is confirmation. I've said this probably in a previous reading, but you're not somebody who, tradition is not something that you have to follow. You know what I mean? You are a part of the group, that breaks tradition. You're the rebel, the one to break free, but rebel with a cause. You know what I'm saying? You are viewed as someone who, if you see something as outdated, or unfair, unjust, is something that is it needs to be done away with. You are the type of person that people know that they can come to, that's going to be open minded. You know what I mean? Especially if you are a part of a council of some sort here. People, they value you if they don't care or like anything else about you. When it comes to your views on things, they know that you're going to be somebody that's fair. It may be tough, but the word fair is there. You know what I mean? Is necessary. You're not gonna hold back. You're not gonna, you're gonna say what it is and what it's not, and more than likely simply put it for the entire collective to be able to get it. You know what I'm saying? Because you are somebody that's able to reinvent yourself, go back to the drawing board and redo it a billion different ways. You know what I mean? You could take something, one thing, and remix it. I don't know how many times, and each time people will look at you like it's something brand new. You know what I mean? People overlook the how far you can go in simplicity. You know what I mean? Is some of the simplest things created on this earth is paying motherfuckers for the rest of their lives type thing. Just like example, the super soaker. Like, y'all remember the super soaker, right? All right, so there is a black guy that came out with that, with like the 80s, the late 80s or something like that. He created the original. Okay, so fast forward to like Mattel or somebody, some big toy company or whatever just took the man's idea and created the Super Soaker, their version of it. Um, had to pay that man 80 something million dollars. You know what I mean? Something as simple as that, that kids run out, kids and adults still by today run out and use. They ran off with this man's idea. And this was probably something that he pitched, and he definitely introduced something into a world that was outdated and something new, that everybody could come together and do. But that's just an example of the type of person you come up with ideas like this, and then you have people that want to come right up under you and run off with it. You know what I'm saying? But karma is always in place. And when they view you, and whatever they used to try and do, when they view you now, they wouldn't dare step foot to you and try something like that because they know what it's gonna cost. Whether physically or spiritually, baby, they gonna have to pay up. And that's how you being viewed, as you go over there and play with Aries. All right. You may leave missing something that's very valuable to you. And that's how you're being viewed. You're being viewed as made, huh? Capiche? You're being viewed as made, Aries. Make you an offer you can't refuse. That's what you're doing. You out here making offers they can't refuse. That's why they bugaboos. All right. I don't feel like you're being viewed as a bugaboo because, let's be honest, Aries don't care about what anybody got going on, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? And that's not even trying to be funny. It's just Aries consumes Aries time sometimes. That's how consumed we be with ourselves. If you know, you know. You know what I mean? Because Aries is I need to work on this. I should work on that. I haven't finished that. It's a thing. I know with me it is. That sort of thing. So don't nobody even have time to come up out of that to even go over there to look at your mess. Honey, if you only knew what was brewing up in mine, type energy, but it's a beautiful mess. It's art. It's gonna come together. You know what I mean? But you could have people who view you now as they may feel like if they reach out to you, they're being the bugaboo. People may be afraid to reach out to you because they may be getting a glimpse of your life now, or like what your life is to come, or how they, seeing things pan out, or just changes that you're making in life. And you know how people, they'll start comparing themselves like, I don't think I could bother that person at, midnight and call them, with that late night advice talk anymore like I used to, that sort of thing. Aries may have better things to do. Like that's the energy that people are viewing you at, are going to be viewing you in, you know what I mean? They're the bugaboos. If they ever had the nerve to even point to you or even call you that or tell somebody that you was bugging them, it's not gonna go that way this time. All right, it's gonna be very clear. All right, some of y'all may even change your numbers, and some of these numbers may already be blocked, and they may not even be able to get through to you to even be a bugaboo. Okay, you make me want to turn my page on the window, MCI to cut the phone. Break my lease so I can move, cause you're a bugaboo, a bugaboo. Little Destiny Child. I don't know the words, but what other messages? Spirit. Welcome to Saturday Night Aries, everybody. A situation's about to explode. How are people viewing you? It's like a calm fire. Like, you know how pretty lava is when it flows. You know not to touch it. You know not to go near it. But you'll get a few still shots, from a safe distance. You know what I mean? You'll admire said lava fire from a safe distance. But people view you, as something that is beautiful but very powerful, just as a natural wonder of the world. It's just like water. It's so calming, but at the same time, you better not get around too much water and think you gonna play around. You know what I mean? It's just like that. It's something that you're humbling as well. And when people actually get up close up onto you, and I feel like people really view you like that, whether you realize it or not. And Also, I feel like people who know you now, they find it very important to know your triggers or to read you when that level and that heat meter is starting to rise on Aries. People start to know, like, uh-oh, that's the trigger. That's it. Like, let me chill, or let me exit stage left, because baby, you don't want Aries in this right here. Like the Hulk said, you're not gonna like me when I'm angry. All right, let's get one more. All right, burning evidence. I feel this is an energy of you don't need to burn anything. I feel like when you are done, people view you as somebody. When you are done with people, it's like they no longer exist. It's like whatever wind you had up underneath their sails, or whatever wind they felt that you were supplying underneath their sails, baby, do you whip it from right up under them. All right. There is no need to burn evidence. It's like poof, you never even existed. Even when you burn something, it's something left over. But with this and these energies here, nah, nah. Feel like these are energies who are going to burn in hell, in spiritual hell, for calling themselves, if this is some type of so-called get back evidence, or exploitation of some sort here, that this could be that someone thinks that they have over you. And if they do anything with it, they might as well set their own britches on fire, because that's what's going to happen. Okay. I don't make the rules. Okay. I just go to school here. And baby, class is in session. I got some ginger and turmeric tea with a touch of honey. All right, let's get into these messages, y'all. Let's see how people are viewing you, Aries. And if you really even give a fuck. All right, let's get into it. All right, messages for Aries. How are people viewing the collective spirit? Ooh, nightmares. I thought Halloween was yesterday. Like, what's really going on? Nine of Swords, Gemini energy. Somebody can't sleep at night because of you. Somebody views you as a nightmare. Somebody's viewing you as stressful. Okay. Somehow anxiety, um, there's a level of stress here. Is how someone views you, or there was a stressful situation that they put you through, and they know that they can see it, or they now see it that something was stressful. Okay, 1 second, child. My computer's about to die. I gotta get my charger. 1 second. Okay, perfect. My bad, y'all. I had to. If not, then y'all know what happens when we get disconnected. So, all right. So, Nine of Swords, Gemini energy. So, someone is viewing. I feel like this could be a energy of maybe some type of information someone found out about you. They may view you differently. They may view their relationship with you differently. This may be something that they didn't expect to affect them mentally like this, or to be on their mind. And this could be an energy also, just like after, like I said, when you split with somebody, or when you and somebody disconnect, like they don't realize um how differently they're actually going to view life, or how actually, especially the dynamic, maybe the relationship that you had with this person, now when they go off into venture into new situations, and new ways of life, like they cannot go back to old ways, old thoughts, outdated thoughts and ways, you know what I'm saying? Because you are naturally somebody, when you come through with your fire, you're gonna introduce somebody to something new. You know what I'm saying? It's with fire signs, it's almost always like that. You gonna learn something new from one, even if you ain't got no business doing it or learning it. You know what I'm saying? It be like that. We got the Two of Cups, Cancer energy. Some people could be viewing you as you could be emotional, and that could be in a good way. You know what I mean? People could be viewing you, like I said, you could have been somebody's emotional crutch, or you could come off as an energy, as an emotional crutch to people. And it's something that when they don't have it anymore, it's very, it's noticeable. You know what I mean? It's something that they can't go without. It's just like you're having to, you drinking caffeine and coffee every single day faithfully before work, or you know what I'm saying, just every day, and cold turkey it, you gonna be going through some withdrawals here. So people could be viewing you as a drug. Take Aries twice daily or as needed. You know what I'm saying? And you stop giving out a prescription. Somebody's not doing well. And they could be viewing you, like I said, as off-putting and cold because of it, with the Queen of Swords. And this could be simply because you needed to put a healthy boundary up to protect yourself. And now you're Freddy Krueger. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what it's giving. And that would then, in return, turn somebody into a bugaboo, start to threatening you, or just inside of their minds coming up with silly ways that they know ain't gonna do nothing but drive them crazy. And then they're gonna be viewed as cuckoo. You know what I mean? When the entire time, supposedly they say that's supposed to be your job. Sips tea. I'll take my seat here in the clouds any motherfucking day. Do you hear me? I want to see what's coming. Don't play with me. And people could be viewing you like that. They don't like that. It's you got to pull yourself together before you step into an arena with an Aries. Like it's the Queen of Swords is given that. And like I said, you may not even be doing anything, but presence is a lot. It can be really heavy. It's a Drake line that he said, might look light, but we heavy though. If you know, you know. Like that's real life. That's whether that's spiritual or physical for you, and that's how the Queen of Swords rolls. All right, we have the Seven of Cups, Pisces energy. People could be viewing you as holding out. It's it seems like when you're around people, and I feel like this is how they view you. They view you when you come around off of what they see you wearing, what you how you dress, what you drive, or or just whatever, what you do for a living, how you walk, how you talk, all of that. These are how people are viewing you in their own little different categories, or however they're judging and seeing you, and then however life categories goes for them. They're giving you this simple type of energy here, knowing what they're actually looking at, though, but in return trying to force themselves to see something different, and you allow them to do that. But when it's the magic is gone, and then you are continuing to, create magic everywhere that you go, then it becomes evident to somebody else. They start to feel like, oh, well, you were holding out the entire time. It's a energy of people try and paint you and say that the things you've done are just pipe dreams, illusions, wishful thinking. And I mean, in all honesty, these are really facts. These are things that you have actually accomplished. These are things that you can venture out and go off and do once you distance yourself and get focused, that you can go out and create without people, multiple businesses, properties, real estate, that sort of thing. You know what I mean? Dibbling and dabbling in global affairs, that sort of thing. You really are that. You really can take command. You really do that. It is not an illusion. It's just that really fucking hard. You just make it look like an illusion. You make it look like a dream. But people get out there and they find out, baby, it ain't no dream, baby. It's really a field. And they tripping and falling every single step. And where you at? Up here. Meanwhile, they're stuck on the other side of the cloud. You like, come on. Come on, Cletus. Come on. You see her arm extended. Come on, Cletus. This is how people are viewing you. Yeah, it's so easy, but why haven't you gotten to it? Why are you still attacking Aries? Because Aries doesn't put anybody in the center of their BS, their problems. They don't put their blame. If anything, you have to come get the Aries up out of their own, you know what I mean? Because, baby, look, Aries is the king, the queen of accountability, the emperor, the empress, and the high vibe energy. And people are afraid of you because of that, because they're afraid of the truth. They're afraid of themselves. They only want the illusion part of you. They don't want the real. When they love the illusion part, but when it skips to the real, oh no, who is this? You know what I mean? Who is this? When it gets exposed for real, your power, then baby, they ready to backtrack. Then here comes the red flags. Like I said, people view you as somebody I feel like is free. You could have like a really pretty skin tone. Um, you could tan really pretty in the summer or just in general. It's there's something like you could have like this soft skin. Um, just your conversation is inviting. It's warmth. It is how people are viewing you for sure. You're fun. You're relatable. You know what I mean? And you're somebody that people feel like you have to get out and get to know for sure. And you're somebody that you have all of the love to give, but it's not going to be at any cost. You know what I mean? With this sun energy here. And I feel like people feel like you're the type of energy that may expose them or like put their business out or put them out, but it's the total opposite. People have a way of flipping they're telling their side of the story, whether it's truth or fiction. And instead of, maybe somebody just keeping their mouth shut and going a separate way from you, they gotta try and make themselves look like you were possibly the bad guy in this situation. And throw ego jabs out there or just whatever else that they could say wrong about your character, and in return exposing their own dirty character, is what this is giving. People, like I said, they know not to come to you with no unnecessary drama, because whatever they're exposing on you, being connected and already a part of the light and the divine, it's gonna blow they motherfucking spot up. Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Ace of Swords is what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck. Sword of Truth. You are the weapon of truth, and this is your sword. Thank you, Spirit. Aquarius energy. Yeah, it's very hard to get somebody to want to shadow work. I will agree with you on that. Oh, but they'll watch you do it all day long. They'll admire it. They'll judge. It's cute. It really is. All right, we have the world, Saturn energy. I feel like people are viewing you as, I don't know, it's given an energy of, because the world is starting over, like multiple lives. Like, I'm not calling you a cat, but like that's what it's given. Like, people could look at you like that. Like, oh my God, here's Aries on their seventh life. You know what I mean? But so who fucking cares? That you get, if you have the opportunity to start a new life, baby, pume, go for it. You know what I'm saying? As long as you are still you, a new life is, maybe you thought you'd never get to move on the West Coast because you lived on the East Coast. You know what I'm saying? All your life. And this is a new you. This is new air, literally, or just you never thought you'd be able to go to school for this or whatever. You know what I'm saying? If you do get 9 lives, that's what they call a blessing. That's what they call a miracle. That's what they call a manifestation. That's what they call putting in intentions. Some of you guys are meant to do multiple things in your life, not just one thing. You know what I mean here? And people view you and they see that, and you may be starting to dibble and dabble and experience and try and expand and see where your mind and your talents really are, or maybe in your children, that sort of thing, just to see what really stimulates you and your family. And that right there is going to either generate another generational type of wealth income, or create a more for you to, create a more sustainable life for yourself. But in general here, you're being heard, you're being seen, like I said, by the universe. You're speaking up, and that's what you're supposed to be doing. That's what this sun and this world energy gives, honey. Oops, I can't show her Tiggle Bitty, sorry. But y'all get what I'm saying. And then look, okay. I'm gonna have to go. Does anybody know the super moon? I didn't see what sign it's in. What sign is it in? Because this is giving, this is gonna be the brightest super moon of, that's it, of the year. And look at this sun and world energy. That's what it's giving here. So another cycle, y'all. Another few days. Don't nobody know what the supermoon is in? I know that's right. Look at Ram. If you got it like that, they said Elizabeth Taylor. Oh, an Aquarius supermoon. Oh wow. And you just got the sword of truth, Aquarius energy. Okay, Aries, suit up. Suit up, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all, catch these waves. I got the incense burning over here. And I'm putting the intentions in your candles that you're ordering as well. So now is the time. If the energy ain't been strong, it's hitting right now for sure. But back to what did Ram say? They said Elizabeth Taylor was married how many times? 4 or 5. Marilyn Monroe. Ooh, is it Chris Diane? Jaja Moore, Chris Diane, Demi Moore, and oh no. I think it was Diane Carroll. I think Diane Carroll was married a bunch of times too. The supermoon is in Taurus, Lori. Who said Aquarius? Supermoon in Taurus. Okay. Taurus energy is still setting you on track though. That is an energy to manifest. That's to set you up as far as slow and steady, but definitely steady progress. Taurus rules over money. So this is will definitely be a moon for you to set intentions on money, finances. All right, messages for Aries spirit. All right, we have the Queen of Pentacles. So some of you guys could be already viewed as somebody who has money, or people feel like you're not suffering, or people could feel like, what, however you spend your money, you must be really wise with it. um People can look at you, I feel like, and they say you always look nice. Your hair looks nice. um you keep your nails manicured. For my fellas, you keep a nice detailed vehicle, nice little little nice smell cologne to you, clothes, your swag is neat. Is all around. Thank you for the confirmation, spirit. It's giving you're somebody to go to the bank with. You're somebody to build with. For sure is how you're being viewed out here, literally in the world, because the world is right next to it. People see a future with you. People see, and this could be not just like romantic wise, but as far as if even if in a company or partnering up with you in some way, shape, or form, like they view you, they can see your ideas and see how you come in, and they could, kind of look down the line, people like-minded like you, and say, okay, I can see where I can meet this person or match this person, or I see where they're going, like we can at least give this a try, or you know what I'm saying? Like that's the type of energy that people, when you really open up and you really show people who the real you, and they really see your intelligence, and pick up on the things that you see that they never would have in a million years probably paid attention to or saw. That's that Queen of Pentacles energy. You know what I mean? That's somebody that I'm gonna make it, and it's gonna, and I'm gonna keep it. It's not spinning out. I'm gonna make it, and it's gonna multiply. Either you gonna maintain it or it's gonna multiply. Absolutely, because only the magician can make it disappear and reappear. But they say you ain't a boss if you can't take a loss and make it all back, honey, with this Queen of Pentacles and the Magician Aries energy. Didn't you just leave the bank, Aries? Yeah, but I'm headed back. You know what I'm saying, Aries? Come on. I want to see y'all riding to the bank with the funny face. That's what I want. I want on my collective. I want to see you out here spiritually just basking in it. Do you hear me with this tower energy? 4 wands, devil. Ooh, come on, spirit. What in the fuck is going on? Okay, so the tower's Aries energy. A lot of Aries energy out here for sure. So you're not going for nothing less than what they owe you. You know what I'm saying? That is what this is giving. And I almost wanted to say something else, but I'm not. It was a death row record label reference, but I'm not finna do that. See, that's that Scorpio seeping in there. That Pisces energy got me wanting to say shit I ain't got no business saying. All right. Thank you, Ram, for the 9.99 super chat. Ram said always on point. I appreciate that. Thank you. But like I said, mm, mm, mm. Some people think they bad, but you really bad, Aries. Like that's what this devil energy is giving, because not only do you have the magician, but the tower and the 4 wands and the devil. I'm not saying you traumatizing, but just think of somebody that's probably, I don't want you guys to really think about it personally, just hypothetically. Think of a situation where somebody is, they're the biggest bully in the neighborhood, right? Nobody gets past them. You got the bully in a therapist's office right now. Is the energy that how you're being viewed. But you're like, hey, you're the neighbor across the street. You speak every day. You mind your business. Look at the devil's face. Look at the look on his face. I know y'all see that. I know y'all see that. And you're like, hey, how was therapy? And they looking at you like, bitch. Thank you. The only way for that super chat. Thank you, love. Ah, Aries. Y'all really Dennis the Menace out here is what people saying. Lord have mercy. Cheers. Mm-mm. I guess somebody's got to do it. They can't live without you, so it can't be too damn bad. That's what I tell my family. All right, we got the Hierophant Taurus energy. I'm gonna get it together, y'all. One day. But until then, it's kind of cool. It's kind of fun. Okay, the Hierophant Taurus energy, and let me reshuffle because I had a few that kind of flew over. Yeah, the Hierophant speaks of power for sure. You're being viewed as influential, or at least having the power to influence, whether that's negative or positively. We have the Knight of Cups. You have the people view you as someone who has the ability to when it comes to others people's feelings and emotions. I feel like people feel like you have some type of power to manipulate or to move people in some way, shape, or form here with the Knight of Cups, Scorpio energy. It's like you know how to tap in, you know how to identify and tap into certain spaces or certain things, frequencies that people are going through, and a lot of times without them even saying is what this Knight of Cups Hierophant energy is. It's like people view you like you seeing somebody, looking them in the eyes and knowing, oh, you look like you need a hug. You know what I'm saying? Like you give that type of energy to people. And sometimes that hug be all a person need. You know what I mean? Human contact sometimes, be all a person needs sometimes, or just a reminder, that literally like how they put the defibrillator on your chest to like bring you back, a hug or a handshake sometimes, a pat on the back, a congratulations. That's like a lot of times something to jumpstart you back, you know what I mean? Or jumpstart somebody else back into the feeling, the reminder of human feeling and emotion, right? And not just the robotics of everything here that we're being conditioned into, right? We're being conditioned to ignore shit that is vital to our health. You know what I'm saying? But your mind telling you need to go do something stupid, ridiculous, knowing the shit is unhealthy. Trust me, is I get it. All right, we got the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, and things being stuck for you, or maybe once being stuck for you, are moving. Okay, are moving, clearing out, shaping up. Yeah, 10 of Cups. Keep filling them up, Aries. Keep filling them up. Cup after cup. Whatever you throwing up there, it's making it. Now you just gotta wait for it to rain back down. And it's on its way. Where you least expect it. You know what I mean? Cancer energy. You are the total package. I tell you that all the time. You are already viewed as that. You so much the total package. You show people that they not the total package. And they don't even want to tell you the total package, because when they see it, then that means they need to go run back to the drawing board and fix A, B, C, D, every fucking alphabet in the every letter in the alphabet they need to go fix about themselves when they realize how you coming. When they see and get a glimpse of how you running. Phew, I finna run them straight to church because they scared. Let's get an African goddess rising. And then I'm gonna have to go take some medicine, y'all. I'm gonna try and come back and do more tomorrow, but I've been trying to get most important work done and make sure I got on here for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed yesterday. If you celebrate Halloween, I hope your festivities went smooth. Everyone got home safe and sound, you and your loved ones. And right now, as they say, somebody said last night, Halloween is tonight and Christmas is tomorrow. I was like, okay. So as we kick it off, y'all, just be safe out there. I'm going to be here with y'all. And like Spirit said, Noondi, that's the truth. And so are you. Did we not pull that Ace of Swords? And it was, I said you the weapon of truth, and this is your sword. And boom, this is your confirmation. I'm sorry. Why can't I never do this right? Like this is okay. There we go. Okay. Noondi. Reflection, Aries. Go look in the mirror, man. Go tell yourself how beautiful, how handsome you are, how intelligent you are, how right for this you are. Just tell Spirit thank you. And you ready to receive? Because Spirit's ready to give. And look at me, y'all. I gotta go. I'm leaking. I love you guys. Hit that like and subscribe button for more messages from me. You know where to reach me. I'll catch you later.